And I looked at my baby daughter and said, I've got to go. And I don't know what we'll do because he didn't have a job at the time. And he said, we'll figure it out. And I quit. And I lovingly say that I accidentally started a company because I gave myself a couple of weeks and said, I'm just going to breathe. I'm going to figure out what happened to me that I just like shut down like that. I know now I was deeply burnt out, but I just kind of took some time to pause and be with my daughter and think about what I really needed. And at the time, I thought, once I feel ready, I'll just start applying to jobs and I'll find something. Like there's always a need for, commercial counsel, for example. There's going to be something out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I just started having some conversations. Like I just started reaching out to founders of legal tech companies that I was really impressed by, that, I had been following their products. And I thought, why don't I just meet these people? Right. And started contacting, some leaders of in-house teams and some leaders of consulting organizations, and just wanted to get to know people that I admired. And it led to, just chats over the internet, just Zoom calls. And then I just started asking questions because that's something I actually learned from my mom. And I remember being annoyed as a kid when she'd say this, like, it never hurts to ask. Like your life doesn't change negatively if you ask a question, because the worst thing someone can do is say no, but it can change for the better.
Right.
So I just started saying, like, hey, I'm not working right now, but I see that there's this gap in your legal tech product that I think I could help you with. Or your legal team really needs a CLM. We should talk about how you can, ready yourself for that and what your requirements are and what your process should look like. And people just started saying yes. And, at the time, it became one project and then two projects. And then at one point it was like 8. And I thought, oh my God, I need to hire. So I started getting some people to help me. And it became this really beautiful thing that just continued. Like I kept thinking, when these projects kind of fizzle out, I'll find a job, but they never fizzled out. And
Mm-hmm.
so I got to do work with emerging legal tech companies, these early stage companies, to understand what lawyers need, how the product kind of stacked up against the market, what my recommendations were for product roadmaps. So really interesting, engaging projects there. Um, got to work with in-house legal teams who needed a CLM or wanted a CLM or had one and wanted to optimize. And CLM really is where a lot of the need came from, because again, that's where people tend to start. Like, contracts connect to your revenue and it's the easiest immediate value for your business. So
Mm-hmm.
did that with myself, and then I ended up doing that through InnoLaw Group with Lucy Bosley and her team as well. And then I had some other projects too, just lawyers that wanted to understand how to improve their careers, and lawyers who wanted to better their teams and how do they do that and what other tech should they be looking at. It just became this amalgamation of really incredible, engaging work that allowed me to, and forgive me for going on and on here. It just allowed me to set my destiny in a time where I really, really needed to do that.